Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Taza and I am the lady behind Miracle Moments. So what exactly is Miracle Moments? So let me put you in the know. Miracle Moments is a testimony blog. Miracle Moments is on many platforms at the moment, being incepted in August this year. And we have now branched out into a new avenue of Miracle Moments where I will be interviewing people that have had many encounters with Jesus or a radical encounter or just a miracle moment with Jesus. And this morning, I am proud to announce my first interviewee, who is Kiara Taëler Naidoo. A little bit about Kiara from myself. Kiara is a first year dramatic arts student at Wits University. She is a strong individual. She's an amazing person. She's also the inspiration behind Miracle Moments. And I'm also proud to say she's also my daughter. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Kiara. Kiara, welcome to Miracle Moments and thank you for being here. Can you tell the audience a little bit more about yourself?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Kiara. So a little bit more about me is I love to cook, I love to bake, I love to read. I could literally spend my entire day reading and probably forget to eat breakfast and lunch and dinner because I'm so into it. I love children. I'm very passionate about women's rights. I would consider myself a feminist, but fun fact, if you believe in equality, you're probably also a feminist. So yeah, I'm very outspoken about those things. I love what I do. I'm a drama student, and I one day want to use that platform to talk more about all the things that I'm passionate about.
Awesome, Kiara. Sorry, guys, we have a little bit of a technical issue there. Kiara, in 2005, you were barely 3 years old. I was there as well. We were in an accident that put you in a very difficult position, but also in a very radical encounter with the Lord Jesus Christ. Would you like to tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. So my family and I were in a car accident. I was just about to turn 3 in that year. And if you want to know more, you can read the testimony that gives the story in a lot more detail. But we were in a car accident. I was the most affected in the car accident, and I ended up with something called third nut palsy, which you can, read up on if you're interested. But that's what I ended up with. And I remember after the accident telling my parents that I had met a man and I think that he was Jesus. So that was my experience. I had no vital signs after the accident, and so I met the Lord during that time, and I was able to tell the story to my parents afterwards.
Okay, so we won't expound on that in this interview because it is a written testimony which you will find on my blog. But Kiara, can you tell us briefly how this has shaped your life? You are now 18 years old, so it's 15 years later. How has this shaped your life?
So I think what this whole experience gave me was a true understanding of what a purpose is. So God gave me a second chance at life. I don't know why yet, but every day when I wake up, I know that there's a reason that I'm here. I know that I'm supposed to do something to honor God, to be a vessel for Him. And this whole experience has really given me a sense of purpose. And I know that I've been called to do something. And it's really helped me through my toughest of times, because I know at the end of the day, God's got me. I'm here to do something. And my life has a lot of meaning because of it.
So I'm safe to assume that all of your causes that you are so involved in at the moment, is partly because of what you have been through?
Somewhat. I suppose everybody's got, their personal influence on, what they're interested in. But I think it's just something that I love to talk about. I love to do. I love to to learn about women's rights, to learn about things going on in this world. It's just a passion of mine, which, could possibly be completely fueled by what I've been through.
Absolutely. So Kiara, there's a lot going out there at the moment, pardon me, with young girls, with young women being affected in so many ways on so many different levels that is so negative, especially now as we are in South Africa. From a Christian perspective and from a passionate, person that's so passionate about their causes, what advice can you give our young girls?
So, first of all, I would just want to say to every girl out there to be safe, to keep yourself safe as much as you possibly can. I know that sometimes even just walking puts you in danger, but just be very wary of where you are, what you're doing, always be safe. But on a different note, I would say to all the women out there that they should be confident and they should do what they believe is best for them, because there's so much of pressure from family, from friends, from relationships and everything that we go through. And sometimes women especially forget to live for themselves, and I think it's so important that we break out of that and we start to make decisions for ourselves that will be best for us, not for anybody else in particular, and keeping God in the center of that will help us do that, because at the end of the day, God has a plan for us, and so as long as God is there in the center of our decisions, what we decide for ourselves will always set us on the right path.
So what are your future plans with regards to, your faith level, Jesus Christ, Christianity, for the future? Where do you see yourself as a Christian child of God?
So I've served in kids ministry for a very, very long time. I'm very passionate about kids, like I said. So in the future, I do see myself working closely with kids in terms of the church and ministry. And I think that's just always going to be my place of interest. However, I'm open to being called elsewhere if God does do that. Like you said earlier, I'm a drama student and the stage calls me. So I hope one day that platform will allow me to speak out more about God, about all of the things that I'm passionate about, because having a platform like that really gets people to listen. And I hope that I'm blessed with that someday.
Thank you so much, Kiara. We've decided to keep our interviews short because we'd like for you to go to the blog to read, more, read the testimony more in-depthly. So thank you, Kiara. Thank you very much for being on this interview. And my next interviewee will be a person that has gone through quite a bit in his life as well. And he has written a book. His name is Clint Freddy, and he will be my next interview in a few weeks. And I just want to say thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning into Miracle Moments, and God bless you all.